Good morning, YouTube. For today, I decided that I wanted to do kind of like a start to finish. I know my hair does not look the best, but it'll all come together at the end. I kind of tried to comb it so I don't always look crazy at the beginning. So for start to finish for me, I clean my face. Of course, after you clean your face, I go in with this coconut water. I spray it, kind of let it settle in, and then next is followed up by my e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. Pull that into the skin, let it sit. Next, I go in with where's my so this NYC Bold Big. This has a plumper in it, and I can't find this anymore. I think they stopped making it, and I just kind of use it to kind of get my lips moisturized and everything before I put on any kind of lip product for later. So I let it stay on the whole time that I'm doing my makeup, and that's about it for that. Oh, I've been going in here lately and grabbing. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I take a little bit of Bravo conditioning primer for Benefits. It's just a sample that was given to me at Sephora. So I do take a little bit of that, kind of run it through. It's a clickable type deal. So I do put that in, and then I kind of take a eyebrow brush and just kind of comb through it. And I do let that set on my eyes for a few minutes before doing anything else with the eyebrows. I let that sit. And while that is sitting, this is all like pre-prep, like kind of like pre-prep work. I actually go in with because you kind of want to let these primers and stuff sit on your face before you go in with your product. So while that's sitting, I also go in with my eyeshadow primer, Photo Focus from Wet n Wild. I love this eyeshadow primer. And I just kind of like blend it in. Take it all the way up to the brow bone. And then I'll come back and we'll start on the eyebrows. I'll show you each product that I'm using. At least how I get through. These are just the steps that I do to get my face ready. Ooh, hit myself in the eye. These are the steps I do to get my face ready for makeup. Okay, now that everything has kind of dried up here in this area, I take this e.l.f. double-ended eyebrow brush and just kind of, brush through my eyebrows a little bit. And today I'm going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. So, I'm not necessarily going to list all the products in the comment section. Just kind of taking my time and going through here now. And just kind of going through and tracing the eyebrow shape that I would like to have for today. Making sure this all connects up. And then filling in. Okay. I'm going to have to turn the other light on in just a second, but yeah. I'll be back to show you how I clean it up. Next, I go in with this NYX Correct Conceal and Contour palette. And I just picked, one of the lightest shades. I'm going to go with this one right here today. The second one right here at the top. This is really the wrong palette. I picked up the wrong one a month ago, and I'm still using it. So when I get through it, I will go pick up the dark one. But I do like to use this for my under eye. And then I go in with the lighter shade. I pick up another flat brush. Why can't I find the other flat brush? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. So I go in with the darker shade that's in here and just go on top to kind of clean up my top eyebrow. the top of my eyebrow, Lord. Don't ask me what look I'm going for today, because it's kind of messed up. Let me clean that up. Ooh, that wasn't looking good. Alright, now next I take this Real Techniques crease blending brush, and I just kind of blend the contour, the NYX concealer in on both sides. So the eyebrows have been cleaned up, and now I take a little bit of this e.l.f. color powder out of this eyebrow kit. This is the dark one, so I take a little bit of that powder, swirl it on a little brush, and I just kind of brush it through to really kind of lighten them a little bit and to go ahead and set the pomade. So when I run the gel, the clear gel through, it's really going to blend all of that together and give you a nice finish to your eyebrows. So next I grab the NYX Control Freak. NYX Control Freak clear eyebrow gel, and just run this through your eyebrows that you've beautifully done. You don't want them to move, so next I go in with a base. Sometimes I go between the Land Low and a concealer. Today I actually think I'm going to use my Kat Von D Whiteout Concealer. I'm just not sure what eye look I want to go for, if I want to do something kind of bright with a pop of color. But yeah, I'm just going to show you how that works. I take a little bit of the Whiteout concealer, kind of place it down, and I'm going to blend it out. Next I take a little bit of translucent powder, which this is the RCMA No Color Powder, on this little angle brush from Real Techniques, because it can get in here. And I just set that concealer down in. So when I get ready to go in with my eyeshadow looks, everything will start to blend really well. Let me just sweep that off. I always hit the corners because, we're going to do an inner corner highlight. And yeah, you just want to make sure that's all set really well. Okay, I still don't really know what eye look I'm going to do, but I'm going to start off with the Kat Von D Shady and Light Eye. This is going to kind of help create more of a neutral, and then if I decide I want to add a little glitter or glamour or something, we can do that later. But I always start off with taking a fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to start off with this kind of cream right here. This is considered a base, and it kind of matches what I've already put down, but I'm just going to kind of clean up this top area a little bit. So when I get ready to lay my transition color down, and what you're looking for here is just some for it to look neat, and baby, you get ready to put your transition color down, all of it starts to blend. This is like palette full of great transition colors, and this is what I like to call like a base look. Just make sure you blend that in really well. So for the transition color, I'm actually going to take this lighter shade right here in that same little quad at the beginning, because I'm not sure, what exactly I'm going to do, but just to kind of keep everything light and, neutral right now, so you guys can kind of see, when you're doing these shadows and stuff like that, you don't want to go in too heavy, which is why I kind of always put stuff in the corner first, and then I just kind of blend it over. You just got to have a light hand. If you're not sure, just kind of when you pick up your shadows, just tap it off if you think you've got too much, and then, go on in, lay it down. Like I said, I always put mine in the crease first, and then just kind of like blend it over. Not sure if that's correct. It's just what I do. I've got those two blended in pretty well, and what I want to do is, because I want to have a clean look over here, I'm going to take a little bit of tape. Oh, wait, actually. Yeah, you kind of want to rub your hands through it so it's not so sticky. So I just want to have my edges kind of clean. So you just take a little bit of tape and just kind of put them right at the edge underneath there. And there you have it. So I'm going to take another fluffy brush. I'm going to take this one from NYX. It's the number 17. And I'm going to pick up a little bit darker color to kind of bring it in. I'm gonna take this pretty, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm gonna take this pretty little rusty brown color, and I'm just gonna, like I said, I always kind of start over here, and it's gonna create the transition in my crease. See how that kind of works with the other colors, because you don't want to start heavy, and then you don't have anywhere to go. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So all I did was take the chocolate that's in here, and I'm gonna concentrate it right here in the little inner and outer area. I'm gonna leave the center open. I'm just gonna put a little pop of color right there in the center. Because I want this to stick, I'm gonna take a little bit of the Sephora glitter guard and just go ahead and place it right here in the center, where I'm gonna place the color from Kat Von D. That little, those are really pigmented, but I just like to ensure that it doesn't go anywhere, from the Serpentina palette. I think it's called Queen. Yeah, so I'm just going to place it in the center just to give me a little pop of color. Showing you a few little tricks really quick. Even though I've laid this down, I kind of wanted it to be just a little bit brighter. So you just put a little bit of the eyeshadow on your brush. And then I'm going to spray it with a little bit of that e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. And I just kind of want to bring up the intensity just a little bit. You see how that kind of changes the look of the eyeshadow for you? And that's just all I wanted. I just kind of wanted to reinforce what I had done here in this area. So to highlight my brow bone, since this was all matte anyway, the only really pop of color I have is right there in the center. I'm going to take the last shade in the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and just go right underneath here. You can place it like I'm doing, and then just blend out that edge. You don't want to leave it looking like that. So yeah, I was just trying to get most of it on here. And just packing. And what I'll do is take my fluffy brush I used earlier to lay down the first color and just kind of blend that in. Blend those colors together. Actually, let me pick up a little bit more. Which color? Oh, this color. Pick up a little bit more of the color and just make sure that that's blending in well. And that would be it. We're going to remove the tape, and then I'm going to do eyeliner. That's always my second step, and then we're going to prime the face. So before eyeliner, I always go in with a face primer. I'm going to use the Black Radiance True Complexion Shine Control Primer. I like this one because it's kind of moussey and kind of really keeps the oils at bay on my face. So just rub that in. I'm going to go in with Kat Von D tattoo liner to do my eyeliner. You guys know I have to do this off camera. So, yeah, so with the thing did, it just kind of gave me a cleaner look over here in the corner. Which when I go in with concealer, I'll clean all that up. You also do your I did my primer already because I wanted to set. I'm going to go in with a smoothing primer in just a second because I wanted to set before I put the foundation highlighter on. The next primer I'm going in with is the Makeup Forever smoothing primer. So I just kind of put concentrators in areas where I have like my pores. Never done that before. Pores are kind of open. So yeah, and just kind of rub it in. Color correct. I'm gonna take a little bit of the LA Girl in orange, Pro Conceal in orange, and just kind of hit up some of the little troublesome areas that I have. And just kind of blur them out before foundation. Might as well keep the trend going. I've been using a lot of Kat Von D today. So I just take a little bit, I shake this up a little bit, and I take a brush and apply 1 or 2 pumps of the foundation. And then I just kind of use the brush to kind of spread the foundation on my face. This is a full coverage, so if you don't like full coverage, this may not be the foundation for you. So I take the bigger end of the Real Techniques, and this is a damp one. It's a little too damp for me, but I take a little towel and just kind of blot some of it out, and then just start to blend in the foundation to the skin. Okay, the foundation is on, and what I'm going to do now is take the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer and kind of highlight. The shade is a good shade for me. So you just kind of get it spread on there. How you hit the points that you know are going to be highlighted by the light. You just want to draw a little emphasis there. And make you a tree up here. So yeah, I'm going to let that set for a second before I start blending it out on my cheek area. Let's give it a minute, because remember, the Beauty Blender is damp, so it's gonna, or whatever sponge you're using. I'm using the Real Techniques one today. So yeah, I'm gonna use the pointed end to blend everything out. So yeah, I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna blend it out, and I'll be back. This is a very pretty concealer. It blends out really, really well. So if you're looking for one, I highly recommend that one. I'm going to take a little bit of the white out that I used earlier. This is a concealer because I'm going to kind of smoke out the bottom of my eye. I'm going to kind of lighten it up a little bit so that it's not all so dark. So yeah, this is going to, I know this looks weird, white on me, but I'm going to take the same side. Well, yeah, take kind of like the same side. And just kind of blend this out a little bit, creating a little bit of a beauty, because you kind of want to make everything stay lifted. And this just gives you a good, if you want to kind of have more of a highlighted look up underneath here. And that's all I'm doing. I wanted more of a highlighted look underneath my eye. So yeah, I'm going to finish blending that in, and then I'll be back. Next I go ahead and kind of do my contour. And you just kind of want to go in the hollows of the cheek. See that? And I'm going to do a little bit of nose. I'm actually using the Black Up contour stick. And I just pull my Real Technique brush to kind of place it where I want it. Thin enough to get the line. You don't need a lot of this to get, you're just creating a shadow and a slimming effect. So yeah, this right here is going to slim out the cheeks a little bit. And then I just take an angled contour brush from Real Techniques and kind of just blend it in. I am going to bake a little bit today, just because I have a longer evening. So yeah, just kind of blend, make sure you blend out that contour really well. Which you can clean up any, if you want this a little bit sharper, you can just go in with a little bit of setting powder underneath that contour to straighten it out. So I'm just going to bake a little, I'm going to apply my setting powder, and then while I'm baking, just kind of let it sit and soak in, especially if you're an oily girl like me. Yeah, I know a lot of people are just setting now, but when I have a long day, I kind of like to let it bake into the skin. And this Kat Von D was so lightweight and light enough to allow it to just kind of sit. I know it looks crazy because it's kind of white, but don't worry. Yeah, I set for a while because I went ahead and did my under eye, and I just used the same eyeshadows and pulled them down into the lower, the under eye. I'm just going to take a little bit of Cover FX matte, which I just dropped a little bit. Cover FX matte setting powder. This is in deep, and I just kind of use it to start kind of blending everything in and kind of hitting the spots that I did not already set, like the contoured area for the most part. I'm going to finish sweeping this away. I'll be right back. So to bronze up the skin, which is I'm going to bring a little more definition back to my face, I'm going to use this pretty color, this little terracotta color out of this BH Cosmetics Contour Palette 2. And I'm just going to sweep it right here, right on top of my contour that I created. I'm going to set the contour too with the brown color that's in here. And I like to see how that's kind of creating a good, giving you back some of that definition back in your face. You don't want to look all one color, basically. Alrighty. Then I do take a little bit of that brown and kind of concentrate it in the area where I set the contour part. Just kind of blending it in with what I lay down the bronze with. And we're almost since I've done all that, I'm gonna go in with go ahead and take my highlight shade, which is, I'm gonna use this Becca one today, the rose gold. What is this? Is it rose gold, right? Yeah, rose gold. Just because everything seems kind of rosy, and yeah, I kind of like the way that's looking. Kind of subtle, but it still can give you what you need, which is a. Now feel free to stop. Well, so whenever you feel. Next, I go in with to bridge the contour and all the bronze and everything. I use my favorite. I'm gonna use one of my favorite blush colors today, and this is from Raisin by MAC, and I'm just gonna blend it in between those two, the contour and the highlight. Now that that's all done, I'm actually gonna go in with my Pure Mist. This has quickly become one of my favorite setting sprays. So yeah, you just kind of want to get it on there and let it set. I actually will take my fan and kind of help it dry. So yeah. Just kind of get rid of that powdery look and set everything, make everything melt into the skin. So yeah, that's it for that. While it's still drying, mascara. Okay, this is, excuse me, this is the final look for my start to finish. The only thing that I did for lipstick was added, I did outline my lips in this Vino by MAC, and then I took a little bit of Kat Von D's Mercy, and then I took a little bit of this Revlon color. It has like an iridescent to it, so it just kind of gives you a little pop in the center. I didn't do it all over. I just did kind of like in the center, and that was it. I did highlights with the inner corner with the rose gold from Becca that I used on my cheek. So I felt like I didn't have enough bang going on. So I did go in with my illuminating powder from Ulta. I can't show it to you guys because I dropped it. So I just put a little tip of it right here on the high point of my cheek, and that is all I did after I stopped filming. So hopefully this helps. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm not an expert, as I've always stated, but I kind of like to just have a little bit of fun with makeup. And if you're like me and you're just kind of like a beginner, or I'm not an expert, so I'm just telling you kind of the things that I've been playing and practicing with, and picking up techniques here and there from makeup artists and those wonderful professionals. So I always try to maybe find you somebody on YouTube that you really gives you those instructional type videos. I'm not really doing that. I'm just showing you makeup looks that I've kind of come up with as an amateur and kind of play, and you kind of see my oops and my kind of highs or whatever. And I hopefully you're getting a lot of fun out of this channel. I do enjoy filming. I hope that comes across. So let me know if it doesn't, because I really do enjoy doing these makeup looks. They're a lot of fun for me. They're my relax, relate, release. I don't know what they do for other people, but for me, they are my method of just kind of taking a moment to kind of chill out before the day gets started and gets kind of crazy. But I want to thank everybody who has subscribed and who's actually looking at the videos, because I do get those comments from you guys that you've actually enjoyed the video. So I hope that continues to be true. And I will see you guys on the next turn. Thanks, YouTube. Bye bye.